my purse.
Your Country 1039 KGRD, one of my favorites from the band Barry, If I Die Young.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Our question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. So if you're getting up early on that Wednesday or Saturday morning to get down there, take a sweater with you. Enjoy a nice warm cup of coffee. I'm just saying, it's a bit chilly out there, isn't it? But it does remind us that we are into the holiday season, of course. And you may remember, I think I talked a little bit about this last week and maybe something about it yesterday, where you saw that Oreo's Thanksgiving cookies sold out in a week, where they had Oreo cookies flavored as apple caramel pie, not bad, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, creamed corn, and then sweet potato, and also turkey and gravy. Yeah. Interested? Maybe not. Wasn't my gig, but they sold out like in a week. They were done. They were gone. But it did get me thinking about, Thanksgiving coming up. Just a couple of weeks away, basically, and all those lovely, lovely smells that we get. And then in general, all the lovely, lovely smells that we get for the holiday season in general. So I ask you this question as we are rolling into our full holiday season. What is your favorite smell of the holiday season? Is it something to do with Thanksgiving? Maybe that pumpkin pie, maybe that turkey? Or is it something else as we get later on in the holidays? Like the smell of baking sugar cookies. Those are delicious, right? Or is it something else? Maybe the smell of the pine and the evergreens out there and the trees and nature in general. I will tell you this. There's a lot of smells that I like during the holiday season. Cookies get me. Also, tamales, that will really get me. Smell of that turkey. Oh, that one gets me a lot. But if there was anything that kind of just puts me in the mood, in the holiday spirit, when I smell it, it's when you're hanging out outside as the sun is going down, and then you start to smell all of those fireplaces in the neighborhood. It just reminds me of my dad's fireplace, where it was just me, the blinking lights during the holiday season, for the Christmas season in particular, and a cup of hot chocolate, and nobody else knew I was just sitting there watching the fire and the lights and the hot chocolate. Good times. So like I said, that puts me in a good mood. So that, I guess, would be my favorite smell of the holiday season, would be all of those fireplaces out there that are really awesome. But what about you? What is your favorite smell for the holiday season? Something that kind of puts you in the mood, as it were. Go ahead and let me know your answers. 575-523-KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. You can call those in. You can text them in as well. I will get those. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, so leave your comments down below. For our question of the day, what's your favorite smell for the holiday season? Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right, all the buttons are pushed, and we are exclusively up on our social media pages. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're exclusively up on our social media pages. And, the holiday season is a holiday season. It's always one of those things where you're going to get into a good mood, I think. At least I do. The spirit of giving, the joy, the basic belief that humans are good people. You got to have that, right? But there's certain smells that are just awesome then when you get to the holiday season. Somebody just sent me that text, the cooking ham. I'm not going to lie. I do love the smell of a cooking ham when we get there, because you know what I love? I love ham sandwiches for leftovers. Yeah. Corey chiming in. He says pine tree. Yeah, the smell of the trees. In fact, you can get that in a spray. You can just spray your house with that, even if you don't have a tree, or if you have a tree that is not of a nature grown tree. Yeah, the fake ones, so you can have that pine smell, or just get one of those trees for the cars. Have it with you all the time. But yeah, the pine smell of the trees is awesome. Like I said, I guess I'm a little bit, liking the smell of the burning pine trees. Actually, don't put pine wood in your fireplace. They burn really, really hot. That would be a bad thing. But yeah, go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. What is your favorite smell of the holiday season? We're getting into there, so you're going to look forward to smelling these. And like I said, the smell of those fireplaces in the neighborhoods just make me feel good. Yeah, they do. They really do remind me of my dad's fireplace, which, by the way, he built himself because his house didn't have a fireplace and he wanted one, so he built it. It's the way you did things back then. Let me know your answers for our question of the day. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around our world. Heritage Auctions selling the iconic black hat from The Wizard of Oz. That was worn by Margaret Hamilton when she played the Wicked Witch. In 2024, Heritage sold a pair of ruby slippers from the film for $28 million. I wonder, especially in this day and age with Wicked out, how much that hat would pull. Starbucks Barista cold cups are now selling for as much as $1,000 on resale sites. Still not going to pay $30 for it. Wouldn't pay $1,000 for it for sure. Let's see. McDonald's in Canada has introduced the Triple Pickle McCrispy sandwich. And they can have that one. I will pass on that one. Let's see what else going on. Oh, Cereal Guinness World Record breaker David Rush recently broke the record for snapping the most cucumbers in half in 30 seconds. He managed to snap 65, beating the previous record of 50. I want to say that I am surprised by all of the records that are out there, but then again, not really. There's a record for just about everything. Let's see. Tesla is offering a 60-day or $60 a day car rentals. Yeah, the rental cars will have 200 miles of range and are well equipped. A Cybertruck can be rented for $75 a day. The cars, not too bad. The truck, I still have problems because the truck, I think, just looks goofy. That's my personal opinion. I love the e-vehicles, but the truck, got to be honest, a little goofy looking, in my personal opinion. Once again, my friends, we are looking for answers for our question of the day. The holiday season, it is upon us, and there are lots of things that I think we like about the season, in particular, the smells of the holiday season. Is it the smells of all the baked goods that are in there, the turkey, the ham, the pecan pie, or the pumpkin pie, or maybe just cookies? Do love me some cookies for the holidays, right? Or is it maybe the pine tree, like Corey said, the smell of the trees for the holiday season, or nature in general? Like I said, when you get out there and you get into that brisk air, just like it is out right now, and you smell that little coolness in there, it's a good smell. It really, really is. But I mean, it did make me put on the bigger jacket today, but it was a nice brisk air out there this morning for sure. But it smelled nice. It did. But I like myself, just brings back the good memories of all the fireplaces, just as the sun's going down and people start putting the wood on the fire, and you step out in the neighborhood and you can see some of the smoke from the fireplaces, and you just get that smell right there, that fireplace smell. Gosh, I love that. I really, really do. But let me know your answers for our question of the day. What's your favorite smell of the holiday season? Yeah, let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.